Hello, in this last part we will model that grip of the gun. This is going to be the last part of the gun modeling. So first of all, let's turn them off. And I will add a cube. And I will also switch my display to lines and rotate it. Something like that, and I will make it editable. Switch to polygon mode. Select the bottom polygon and I will press Ctrl and I will make some extrusions. Now I will switch to points mode and I will try to mesh the shape. Okay, now let's right click and make a loop cut right in the middle by pressing Shift, and I will select those points and I will delete. Now I will select the cube, press Alt and add a symmetry object. But I will change my plane. Now I will move those polygons. Okay, now I will add some loop cuts here and here. Now I will move those points. And I will make another loop cut here. Okay, now let's add a subdivision surface to see the shape. Looks good, but let's add another loop cut here to make here sharper, and also I will delete those inner polygons. Okay, that looks good. So let's turn off our body. And I will select those polygons and I will move them. Then I will select the middle ones. And I will move them on the z-axis to make a curved surface. Now let's move those polygons also here. And let's turn on the subdivision surface. Let's move them a little bit closer. Okay, now I will go to my subdivision surface and decrease my subdivision editor and also my subdivision renderer, and make that editable by pressing C. Now I will double click on the middle edges, put selection and fill selection, and I will select that side and I will delete. Switch to points mode, select all and optimize. And I will do the same thing again. I will select the cube and add the symmetry object and change my plane. Okay, let's add another subdivision surface. So this part is too dense, so I will click that edge loop, double click and dissolve that. So this is gonna make hair smoother. Okay, now let's try to make that engrave shape. So I will switch to points mode, right click and slide. Okay, that looks pretty enough. So now I'll go to selection and add selection and select those edges. Now I will right click, slide and press Ctrl. And let's move those polygons, they are too close. Okay, now let's make a loop selection and press Ctrl and move one more time. So let's make this part a little bit closer to each other. Okay, now I will select double click that part, those edges, and I will extrude them. If your extrusion is like that, press Shift to rotate the extrusion to 90 degrees, minus 90 degrees. Okay, now I will move my edges. I will select the middle edges, double clicking on them, and set them to 0, both position and size. This is gonna fix that. So this is too thin. We need to make it bigger, and we need to have some curve. So to do that, I will press Shift and add a FFT deformer, and I will give some segments to the y-axis, like 6, and then I will select, actually let's make that 5, that's too much. I'll select those in the middle and move them. And also let's move those points to the opposite side, something like that. Can also move those ones. Okay, that's enough. So I will right click on my cube and current state object. This is gonna delete the FFT and make a new object. You know, let's make that hole right here. So I will select those 4 polygons, right click and extrude inner. Now I will make a cylinder. Mesh the shape and give it 6 segments. Now I will select my cube, press Alt and add Symmetry. Bool, and put my cylinder in this bool object. So go to bool and turn on those options. Just move it like that and make the bool editable. Now I will select points and weld them. Now I will select slides, move that point to relax that area. Okay, let's double click on that loop, press Ctrl and slide. And I will do the same thing here. Select those edges and press Ctrl and move. This is gonna make that edge sharper. Okay, let's do it also here. And remove those edges. Okay, now let's change our layout to standard. And let's try to make an engrave surface with materials. So enable bump and add a noise, standard noise. Now let's select, double click on that edge loop selection and fill selection. But before that, we need to make another loop cut, loop selection. Now fill selection, and I will drag my material to the area. This is gonna make automatically a material only for that polygon selection. Change the color, and also let's change our editor display size to 2K maybe, and I will make my materials projection to cubic, and move it like this. Okay, let's make that noise smaller, maybe 5 or 10, but we need some contrast, so I will increase my low clip. Change that color to default color. So I will press Ctrl D, and this is our default object color, object color. So right click, copy, and but before finishing, select those inner edges and I will extrude and make it smaller. And double click on the middle edges and set them to 0, both position and scale. And a loop cut. Yeah, that fits better. So we finished our gun. So thank you for watching and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.